Daniel Trejo.
Daniel Trejo is making the walk right now. He is fighting out of Tucson, Arizona. Love his nickname. It is the Super Duper Sabertooth.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Should be fun to watch him compete. And when you talk about the big boys making a statement tonight, 244 pounds is the natural walking around weight for this heavyweight, standing at 5'8". Excited to watch him compete tonight. Says he can get ready for this one for a long time. You know, you have an opportunity to compete on UFC Fight Pass. He wants to improve his record from 1-2. Said started watching martial arts back in the WEC days when it was on Versus. Uriah Faber was the champ.
Hell yeah.
Donald Cerrone had hair. I gotta point that out. Said it looked crazy. I realized it was a job that I wanted in. Streets Fight showed me I had power, so I stepped in the cage, and here I am. What a story that is. Huh?
I mean, what a special time in mixed martial arts too. You know, I can understand why anybody watching the WEC back in the day was just inspired, even though they didn't have heavyweights. You know, when they for a good portion of that run. But very exciting. We're waiting for the for Daniel Super Duper Sabertooth Trejo to come out.
They said he was coming, but you know, here we are. Oh, so interesting. We got a note from the truck. They said he would not make the walk until his proper song was on, and you know what? I respect that.
Fair.
We have a song, right?
If you walk out to the wrong song,
it ruins the whole thing.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad luck.
Can't be doing that.
Here we go.
Now we got the song going. Says he knows that his opponent is a Taekwondo striker. He wants to be a champion himself in 5 years. He is a dad of 3. He said, I'm a man that wears many hats. I can sell you car insurance, repair your house, and break your jaw. Triple threat kind of guy.
I mean, a renaissance man, if you ask me, Dave.
Always interesting to see what fighters fear. And he said that he's scared of 2 things, heights and he's claustrophobic.
I'm with you on that one. You know, I don't want to be any place that I could possibly get stuck in.
And you know what? Even though they're going to lock these cage doors, there's plenty of room to move around and only a couple of steps up to get in there and put on a show tonight live here on UFC Fight Pass. Favorite fighter? Mike Tyson, he said, because he was feared, he was respected, he was trashed on, he's just a real MF. Could not agree more, man. Love his inspiration of the old school WEC days. I mean, Mahoney, you and I were cage side for many of those fights right here in Las Vegas all of those years ago. What an evolution of the sport over the years. You know, you think back to some of those greats. I mean, you know, like he was mentioning Uriah Faber as champ, and Miguel Torres, and you were talking about Joseph Benavidez earlier.
Carlos Condit back in the day. Brian Stan.
Oh, man.
Just an amazing roster, an amazing time in MMA history. And full circle, being here with Tuff on UFC Fight Pass tonight.
Yeah, and inspiring the next generation to get in there and try to mix it up, and excited to see what this guy's all about. Will he bring that promised power to the cage? It's time to find out.
O'Shea Jordan.
O'Shea Jordan coming out, rocking the jackpot shirt. Pick the right audience, and
that is his nickname.
Seems like he's got some fanfare here tonight. Lots of people cheering him on as he makes the walk to the cage. Looking at his story, he said he got into martial arts back in 2018 because he refused to be ordinary, and he was hungry to create a legacy. It's one of the great inherent risks of getting into the cage, because when you lose, there's not a lot of excuses, right? It's you versus one other person. Sure, you could say it's a team sport and you're surrounded by people that are helping you sharpen your game, but when that cage door closes, it is one-on-one.
And that's what makes this sport so amazing. And I love seeing O'Shea Jackpot Jordan walk out with the swag that he has, play into the crowd, having a good time. You know, the big lights, being here on UFC Fight Pass. This is a moment for this young man.
And another fighter that was inspired by an old school WEC fighter. If I asked you the greatest kick in WEC history, who would that be?
Oh.
It was one of the very first kicks to ever make an ESPN highlight show. and like the countdown for the top 10 greatest sports moments before MMA really had that relationship with the UFC. I'm talking about Anthony Pettis off of the cage
against Ben Henderson.
Yes.
I mean, that still one of the most iconic moments in all of MMA. And so he's been inspired by
He said his
Showtime.
favorite fighter is Showtime, Anthony Pettis. He's proved that Taekwondo works. Love to see that another fighter who's about to step into the Tough Enough cage live here on UFC Fight Pass was inspired by the old school WEC. The heavyweights are set to go. Will it go the full 3 rounds at 5 minutes? It is time to find out if the big boys will take it the length. Taking a look here at the tail of the tape as both fighters have officially entered the cage. Again, the big boys set to square off tonight live from the Sahara Theater in Las Vegas. Excited to watch the heavyweights go at it live from Las Vegas tonight.
Something so special about heavyweight fighters, Dave. Let's get this one underway.
And you hear the crowd, they're into it, and he is pumping them up. O'Shea Jordan got a good following here tonight as these two get set to go.
Let's throw it up to Justin Bernard and get this fight underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Tough Enough heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 1 win, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 243.2 pounds. Fighting out of Tucson, Arizona, Trejo. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 0 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in officially at 249.4 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, O'Shea Jordan. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Smith.
Mark Smith is our referee. We got 3 5-minute rounds for the big boys. Will the heavyweight fight go the distance? It is time to find out. The cage doors are officially closed. We've got the Super Duper Sabretooth versus Jackpot, and we are underway. Touch of the gloves. See Trejo pushing the action early on here, but Jordan's got the reach advantage. Let's see if he's able to put that to use.
Jordan fired off that nice body kick, too.
Woo, boy. They are swinging hard. Nice little knee there from Trejo. Caught Jordan a bit coming in, but Jordan looking for that takedown, and he gets it. Trejo trying to scramble his way out of this.
Jordan looking to try to get this to the ground. Got that ankle.
Picking that ankle out of there, but man, Trejo is slippery right now. He is moving around.
He's slippery, and he's not really that. I mean,
not literally slippery yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, hard to hold down for sure.
Jordan pushing. Those elbows are illegal. Mark Smith telling him no, 12-6 elbows to the back of the head.
Yeah, Jordan seems really intent on trying to get this takedown. And he's got it there again, but Trejo right back to his feet.
Yeah, Trejo doing a pretty good job of.
He's got a strong base.
Yeah.
And he is making Mark Smith do his job. Make sure there's no grabs of the cage in there. Make sure the elbows are legal and all that. But so far, Trejo doing a nice job of avoiding ending up on his back.
Trejo landed a couple of those big body shots to Jordan.
And Trejo's just starting to kind of punch away now because Jordan's not really doing much from this position. He was actually warned now a second time by Mark Smith to push the pace. Otherwise, I think he might break him up here. And Jordan looks like he's starting to slow down on that takedown attempt. Well, now he's going to clasp the hands again and elevates, and this time gets Trejo down, but right back to his feet.
Trejo jumped right back up. Seeing a little bit of blood coming from, I can't tell if it's right under the eye, the left eye of Jordan or not.
Oh boy, big shots there from Trejo. And now Trejo's the one that wants to take this fight to the ground. He's got the back.
This is a horrible position for Jordan to be in.
Boy, those are big punches from the heavyweight. He's got him flattened out now. This is a really bad position here for Jordan. Trejo's pounding away on Jordan, who's trying to do anything but continues to be flattened out. Mark Smith telling him you've got to do something, but Trejo, heavy from the top position, continues to flatten him out. Mark Smith watching and telling him that is the end. Daniel Super Duper Saber-Tooth Trejo gets the TKO victory in round number 1.
I mean, just showed really good poise when he was in danger of getting taken down. Showed, I mean, how good his agility is, and then showcased his power when he got on top of Jordan and made that exclamation point finish for him from the back.
Yeah, no question about it, man. I mean, looking at the action here, Jordan had a game plan, right? He came in, he was going to press the pace, he was going to look for that takedown, and he was relentless with it and got the takedowns. But Trejo, to his credit, was just popping right back up every single time. And then even here, you know, Trejo seemed like he just wanted any opportunity to start to unload. Big power in his punches, and even right there, rocked him, went high, went low to the body, and then he ended up getting the back and did a great job of maintaining control on the back, even though he was riding pretty high. And Trejo doesn't have the longest of legs, you know, with a big opponent like Jordan, was able to flatten him out time and time again. You can tell he was throwing heavy punches. I mean, they've got the camera on Jordan right now. He's still down and out on the ground. I mean, he's conscious, but the doctors are working with him right now, trying to get him up onto this stool because he just took a lot of damage from being in the bottom position like that.
You know, Trejo's known for that power, man, and when he connects from the back, it is that is a scary position for anybody to be in.
It is not lost to me that his name is Danny Trejo.
Yes. I mean, that's pretty cool too.
That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Not as cool as the Super Duper Saber-Tooth. I mean, you did make it cooler somehow with a nickname like that, but yeah, if your name's Danny Trejo and you're a fighter, that's pretty dope.
I mean, if you do think about, you know, Saber-Tooth from the X-Men series,
sure.
He does have a bit of a resemblance there.
Yeah, man, just great. I mean, you know, tough opponent. Obviously, you know, a bigger opponent in a lot of ways, heavier and all of that, but just did a great job fighting through it. Justin Bernard with our official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 54 seconds into round number 1, referee Mark Smith calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Daniel Trejo.
Congratulations again to Daniel Trejo getting the victory in the heavyweight division live on UFC Fight Pass. Sold out card coming to you live from Las Vegas with plenty more on the way.